Hello, America. Hello, world. This is Swayla Hunt, your host and your advanced transformational coach. And I would like to welcome you to the Epic You. So excited to have you again on our third show. And we have a wonderful guest ready to come and talk with me today. This is Coach Todd Hunt. And it's so good to see you, Todd. You want to say something to America?
Oh, I couldn't wait to get on this show. I've been waiting for a minute there. So, I mean, it's just an honor to be on the show here. And thank you for having me.
You are most welcome. I am so excited about having you on my show. You are the amazing Todd Hunt. You've done Mom and Dad Talk podcast. You are doing an amazing job. You're touching lives. You are igniting souls to know more about current events. But where is your role in current events? That's what I'm kind of seeing, Mom and Dad. You want to talk about that for a little bit?
Oh, basically, in essence, Mom and Dad Talks is just a regular conversation that doesn't happen anymore with parents and children. Right. And I think those table conversations that we had growing up where everybody sat at the table, nobody's sitting at the table anymore. If they are, it's like 10 years past, whatever, everybody's on their cell phone. So everybody's ignoring each other. So that conversation, that family conversation doesn't happen. Right. Or if it does, it's always like a violent push. So the whole idea was to show a positive role of getting knowledge, because that's what a conversation is that you give and you take. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with it.
Right.
Perspective that you have, and it's from their perspective on things that I'm basically, we're conversating and have an interview, and we're just basically saying, differences of opinions or same opinions or just an opinion.
Wow, that is awesome. I've been a guest on your show a couple times, and it's been amazing. For those of you who don't know, this is my better half, Todd Hunt, and I am. It's exciting when you are able to be a part of your spouse's journey and just watch them grow. And you're doing an amazing job with your podcast. And now I would love for you to tell us also about some other things that you'd like to share with us that you're doing.
Well, basically, I am a coach, strategy coach. We have this thing called Strategy X, where basically we take you from zero to where you need to go, at least have a vision path. And your wonderful program, Epic You, takes over from that point to coach people along to make sure they reach the ideas and the goals that they set out to do. Because we try to expand your ideas, and we do some therapy, but not a whole. We're not really in that. We're really into the strategy of you executing what you need to do, and that's why we have you as a coach. And thanks for being on the team. We also have a wonderful organization called Sustain the Change. Sustain the Change Speakers Bureau with some dynamic speakers. And, if I try to say all their names right now, it wouldn't even be fair. We wouldn't even get through here, because we have people that that are just fantastic. People who've been on Forbes magazine, people who have run for mayors of cities, people who have won Grammys, people who also had diversity. We have millionaires. All these people are here to basically show you and help you become a better person if you choose that, and how to stay on that path. Yeah. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, it's amazing that Sustain the Change is here. We want people to know about it, and what better person than the president to let us know about it and where we're going to go. Epic You is a moment where I love to give people that are doing epic things and grand things an opportunity, though, to inspire others. And it takes a lot of perseverance, and it takes a lot of push to get where you are. I mean, you didn't just, come out, boom, I want to do it, and boom, you did it. I mean, I find that many people that do great things, there's quite a journey with that, So what I would love for you to do is to tell us what is a struggle that could have held you back in life, because we know where you are right now, but take us back to a time where maybe we didn't know.
Well, I think a lot of times you got to know who you are.
Okay.
In life, we're trying to find it out and figure it out. But some of the worst things that happen to us growing up is that people don't believe you or encourage you and doubt you, right? And what I mean by that is you have ability to do something. It's not a thing that you don't have ability, you can't sing or anything. You have the ability. You demonstrated that you have the potential to grow. And then
Right.
someone specifically goes to crush your spirit so that you don't go where God wants you to be.
Mm.
And that happens in life. It happened to me. It happened to me several times. One of the things I can talk about is that, I was the top 10% of my grade.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10% in my class as far as
Mm-hmm.
the whole city of Niles, Michigan.
Wow.
And, I'm sitting up here meeting the provost over at Notre Dame there, Father Malloy, and my parents are all happy and all this other stuff going down. And I'm with all these big time people. And then I get back to school and my counselor says I'm not smart enough to attend the University of Michigan.
Wow.
And I got a letter from University of Michigan that said I'm smart enough to go. Like Steve
Mm.
Harvey was saying when he was saying he wanted to be a comedian, the teacher said, "Oh, you'll never make it." But
Right.
every year he sent a big time television to them so that they could see them be successful when they told them not to. And you got a lot of people that unfortunately are in positions. It's not your right to tell someone what they can't do.
That's right.
Show me what you can't do, because that's a lot faster than telling what you can do. Just show it to me. And a lot of people don't want to take that next step, in my opinion.
How did you move forward from someone doubting your ability?
Well, the first thing is you got to be surrounded by people who know you and know your potential. I think the worst thing you could do is hang around a bunch of chickens when you're an eagle. Start thinking like a chicken, you start acting like a chicken. Pretty soon you start believing you're a chicken. And these wingspans that you have on you, you just need to be in a different environment.
Wow.
And that was my first thing. My first thing was I was in a different environment. And I said, I'm choosing people who are going somewhere so that I can go somewhere. If you choose people going nowhere, they're going to influence you more than you're going to influence them. If you have people going somewhere, they're going to push you to where you need to go, even when you don't want to go. You just want to be that weight holding them back. That's what I tell folks.
Wow. That's awesome. You started to surround yourself with other people, that really other eagles, instead of staying in the coop with other chickens. That's amazing. That's totally amazing. So what is one of your secrets to your epic mindset?
One of my secrets is I'm a forever learner. Right. And then, what that does is you get a whole bunch of skill sets. And now you don't want to just go to school forever, ever and ever. But what you want to do is this is the other secret. You want to apply what you learn to see if it works.
Come on, talk a little bit about that.
See, the scientific mind says this: I have a theory, but now that theory doesn't become a reality until I actually try to make it work, try to apply it. And a lot of people, as you know, as a coach, you give them some certain things to try. If they don't try it, they'll never know what they can or can't do. They'll just say, "Oh, I just can't see it," and they'll stop. Versus, you know what? I'm going to try what you told me. And if it doesn't work, let's have another discussion. Let's figure out why. And most people don't try what they learn. They just sit up there. Either they learn forever or they never try it because they frankly think that they can't do it. Well, then guess what? You'll never know. You'll definitely know one thing for sure. You'll never know about yourself. And I've always said, hey, you know what? I'm going to know more about myself. I'm going to try it. If I fail, did I learn? Because it's really no such thing as failing. I mean, I was a basketball coach. You lose a lot of games, you win some games, right? But did you learn from it? Did you grow from it? Did you find out what you can't do and can do? I remember my basketball coach, Mr. Mallow, in high school there, First Assembly. And he says, I know more about your character when you lose than when you win.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Your habits that you take when you lose, do you practice harder? Do you study harder? Your objective is to win games, or are you a quitter? And we have a lot of people that are quitters. They see it not work, or see that, they just quit. You're not always going to win in life, but you're going to learn in life. You're going to always learn. And at the end of the day, you look at that loss and say, you know what? I could do this better if I change this or do this or widen this. Sometimes I just need to stop doing it.
Yes.
You don't want to be in an insanity loop either, where you're going to continue to do something wrong and it just keeps going wrong until you get that one time it's right and say, yes, it finally worked. But you had like 9 wrongs before you got that one right.
Yeah.
It's just the bad percentages in my book.
Right.
After about the 3 or 4 times, this ain't working. Let me try something else.
These are a lot of wonderful nuggets. You started off talking about, changing who you hang around with. If someone is doubting you, don't believe it. Just just continue to press forward and maybe kind of look at who you're hanging with and change your environment. Then you said you got to be a learner.
Mhm.
You know, we have to be forever learners, but then don't just learn, try out what you've learned. Research and then try. You know, many people love to research, but then that's what they end up doing, researching. God has equipped you to be more than a researcher. He's equipped you to be a creator. So once you have researched, then go ahead and begin to listen to God and create the thing. This is what Coach Hunt is saying, right? Am I correct?
Yes, you are 100%
This is what
correct.
you're saying. Okay. So this has been wonderful today, very inspiring, and I felt like you were a wonderful person to bring on to the Epic You to inspire those epic people, which are everybody out here listening today is epic. And you're sitting here listening to two coaches inspiring you to continue to be a learner and change your environment so that you can be who you're supposed to be, so that you can live the best version of yourself. Go ahead, Coach Hunt. You have something else?
Can I say one more thing? You know, Christ didn't stay with people who didn't believe in him.
Come on. Yes.
Think about it. Sometimes he stopped his work because they stopped believing in him.
He sure did. That's
So
right.
If you don't believe in me, why am I here?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Let me find some other people that appreciate what I have. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to force myself on you. If you don't want me here, I'm going to find another place, and they're going to get much better than what you had. I'm just going to go to somebody else's place in space, and then we're going to make a difference in that place.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Playing basketball, you always had people try to talk you out of your game. And they do that to get into your head so you believe your game is worthless. Because once your mind is destroyed and you can't believe it, they don't have to work any harder anymore. They've done their job. So you have to be stronger than the opposition against you, saying something against you, saying, I'm going to prove to you. And then your game elevates.
Yes.
And that's the idea. Because I played many games where I just saw right off the bat when I stepped on the court, we're going to lose. And they lost. Why? Because they already came to the gym knowing they're going to lose.
Yeah, so they believed they were going to lose. Yeah.
You know, I come on the court, I had people like, Todd, you had some bad teams, but you guys play hard, because I'm expected to win every game. Even if you got me by 20 points, I'm going to play harder and harder. And guess what? We're going to practice stronger. We're going to learn. We're going to get our skill sets up. You know, sometimes it takes a new recruit, but you don't quit just because it didn't work. If that's what you're called to do, change the plan, study harder, and become stronger. And when you meet that opposition again, you're going to meet it with greater force and defeat it. Why? Because you're prepared for it now.
This is so powerful. We're going to bring you back. We want more people to sustain their change. I mean, that's what this whole thing is about. You got to decide to change, embrace the change, and then sustain your change. If someone wanted to book a Discover call with you, how could they do so?
Hey, go to sustainthechanges@gmail.com. And say, hey, I want a coaching call from Strategy X or from you, and we will get in contact with you. If you want the Speakers Bureau, we got fantabulous. I call it fantabulous speakers. Telling you, if you want the whole bunch, we can make that happen for you too, for your whole conference. Whatever you need. But just contact at sustainthechanges@gmail.com, or you can contact on our website, sustainthechanges.com.
That's beautiful. So if you need coaching, you can contact Coach Hunt. Again, at sustainthechanges@gmail.com. If you want a conference, you can go ahead and also contact sustainthechanges@gmail.com. Maybe you all need a workshop. Go ahead and contact sustainthechanges@gmail.com. Maybe you need a strategy to be figured out and so that you can move in the calling that God has given to you. Go ahead and contact sustainthechanges@gmail.com. I want to leave you all with this thought, as I always do. It's coming from Oprah Winfrey, and this is what she says. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change his future by merely changing his attitude. Just because somebody says you're dumb, they doubt who you are, Todd is a witness right now. That's not what you do. Change your attitude and keep on stepping boldly in your epic calling. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Coach Todd. And we hope to see you next week on The Epic You. Why? Because you're epic. If you have enjoyed this podcast, book your free discovery call with me, your transformational coach, Suela Hunt, to begin to discover and unlock what is holding you back from your epic destined life. Email me at CoachSuelaHuntSpeak@totaldiscoveries.com.